Tonight's tactical enhancement is the last of the Shinobu. Tonight we're playing Warhammer, the old world, 2,000 points, because that's how much stuff Andrew's painted up in his new army. And it's about time we took it on. I've been looking forward to this. Andrew, talk us through what you got.
Okay, alright, so this will be the first time using this army and my third game for the entire year, so this should be
Crikey.
entertaining, if nothing else. Alright, so we'll start with my general.
Alright, General Flappy Flaps.
He's General of the Empire, he's got a great weapon. He's a standard griffin, he's got the twice blessed armor, which is plate armor. And then it's got a bound spell, it only works in close combat.
Oh, that sounds, alright, yeah, look forward to that.
And he's got a talisman of protection, so 5 up ward.
Cool.
So he's got 3 up armor, 5 plus ward.
Okay. And he'll do something nasty in close combat.
So he's got a great weapon, and then he's got this spell, I think it does 2d3, strength 4, minus 2, something.
Bit of a cunt and a challenge then.
Alright, mage. Where's my mage? He's my mage. He's just level 1. He's got the ruby ring.
Oh, yep.
And that's it, I think. Oh, he's got demonology, so he'll be taking the...
Nice, you can hook the core spell, which is basically more shooting.
It's just another magic missile. He's got 2 magic missiles. The ruby ring is a fireball, so 24-inch range, does 2d6 strength 4.
Yep.
The other one is 18-inch range, strength 4, armor piercing 2. Then I've got engineer. He's got
That's that guy hanging out with the organ gun to make it actually work.
He's got a blunderbuss. It's a 24-inch range, strength 4, does d3 plus 1 hits.
Ugh.
If it hits.
Ugh. Quite a bit of shooting tucked away in unexpected places in this list.
Yes. Captain of the Empire here, BSB.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Plate armor, shield, nothing.
Alright.
Then we have Chapter Master, which is a hero level. He's got lance, full plate armor, shield, Pegasus, and he's got a Dawnstone. So rerolling 1s on his armor save.
Okay, very good.
And he's got 3 up armor save.
Yep.
Next, 47 veteran staked spearmen.
Oh, veterans.
Boop. The veterans, yeah, with the Griffin standard.
Cool.
So they reroll fear and panic and terror.
Yes.
Then we've got 12 crossbowmen, full command. Nothing special about them. Then we've got 24 greatswords, full command. And that's it. No magic items, no standards or anything. Then we've got the war wagon, steam tank, and a volley gun.
Right. So, it's a good all-rounder army. Having 2 flying monsters in it is a little disconcerting. We'll see how that goes.
I don't have any cavalry.
Right, true. Yeah.
I don't have any demigriffs, I don't have any knights, I don't have any inner circle knights, I don't have any pistoliers, outriders.
Yeah, so you got this guy quoting The Rock and saying, "Woman, I am the cavalry."
Yeah, so I've basically taken mounted characters instead of taking
horses.
Cavalry, yeah.
Right, alright. Well, against that, Andrew was saying he wants to fight all of my armies, so I thought I'd start with the classic match-off that we've done many, many times with Andrew's old Empire army. 2,000 points with the Dwarf. We have 3 blocks of 23 basic infantry. I think they've just got hand weapon and shield from memory. Because I figured against this enormous pin cushion, I'd probably want the extra armour.
Yeah.
I've got 2 units of handgunners. They've got shields as well. And they've got heavy armour, so they're actually pretty good in a close quarters fight. I got 2 cannon, no upgrades, an organ gun, and a flame cannon. You can't upgrade any of that. So of course I took an engineer who will run around going, "For God's sake, stop making the fucking things explode," because I've got some terrible, terrible history of exploding war machines.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, that's Anyway, gyrocopter, just so that Andrew doesn't get it all his own way with maneuver. And it's not upgraded, it's sort of teardrop. What else have I got? I've got a rune smith, just a basic one. Great weapon, a couple of odds and ends, I can't remember what I gave him, just to fend off the occasional spell.
Yeah, cool.
I've got a standard bearer who's got the thing that gives me a 5+ ward to whatever unit he's in, including himself, and a 6+ ward to anyone who's within 6 inches. And this guy's just a Thane today, the general, great weapon and some stuff to keep him alive. So it's a really, really vanilla, bog standard dwarf army. Apart from the flame cannon, which never works, but yeah, you're so entertaining. It looks so pretty. I effectively throw away 125 points worth of
it's pretty
kit.
Piece of kit, really.
Yeah, in order to just look good. I mean, you know, if I land something on you, it'd be hilarious, but the odds are not great.
That means you'd have to kill 15 spearmen to do that. Points.
Well, nothing ever really makes back its points. It's all...
Or some things really do.
That cunt has done far too many times. But yeah, I came up with another list because this one's so vanilla, but I'd already got these miniatures out. I thought, we'll give it a straight down the barrel run and see how it goes without trying to get too cunning. And the more I look at it, the more I think, if I sent the other list in, because the other list has got 2 units of 16 miners.
Yeah.
So they would have turned up, been organ gunned, the survivors would have killed the organ gun.
Yeah.
And that would have been that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think miners are great, but not every game. So anyway, this is what we've got. I decided to use a few more models from the Empire or the Warhammer Townscape, because it's basically an Empire village, since we're fielding the Empire for the first time. Clutters up the table a bit, but it's only 2,000 points, we'll be right. So on that note, we will deploy and check in after that. Right, deployment is complete. Now, on the Dwarf side, we've got a nice slab of beards in the middle, with a couple of cannon on either side of one block, and the funky ones over here with the engineer to tell them what to do. I've got hand gunners on either side as close order protection. One there and one all the way over there. They probably won't achieve a lot in this game. There's another block over there which there's a reason for it. I'm not sure if it'll work or not because, well, you'll see in a minute what Andrew's got. And the chopper is here. Now I put the runesmith fairly well directly opposite the mage. He's only got a spell of 18. I suppose you've only got a cast. No, you can cast.
Oh, one spell at 24 and one at
18. Yeah. So I won't be able to do anything about his spells until I'm a bit closer. Standard bearer's over here. He's got the rune that I think means that when you charge, you don't even charge bonuses. And this one I think's got the one that means a disordered charge. I have to check that. That's about it. The general is way over there with them because I figured every unit needs some help. And the general in this list, he doesn't have any better leadership than everybody else. He's just a Thane, so I don't need him in the line. And he may need to leave whatever's left of those guys after that lot crack them. As for the Empire, we have on this far flank here the war wagon supported by an organ gun. That's pretty horrendous. And we've got, shooters, tank, lots of infantry ready to do what lots of infantry do. And as Andrew put it, to the air wing with the king and his try-hard little friend who's desperately trying to keep up with his little flying animal. And that's about it for that. So we will now... Oh, and also, I'm contractually obliged to put it in camera. There is a little fighter plane flying around. Yes. Now, fighter plane pilot, would you be so kind as to get a dice and we will roll for first turn? Grab one of those. You roll it gently, it has to land on the table. Alright, here we go. See your first turn. It's +1 to the Empire. Oh, and I rolled a 6, the blighters. I shouldn't have given you your dice back.
I think that was a 1 too.
Yeah, of course it was. Alright, well, the Empire's going to go first. Thank God I deployed my guys back just a smidge so they'd be out of range of the friggin' organ gun, because I've seen what that does to my regiments of... Yeah, pretty much that, yeah. Alright, on that note, we'll check in at the end of Empire Turn 1. End of Empire Turn 1, and they're coming right at us. Apart from these guys who topped around the forest a little bit, as you do. That thing came barreling out to the front and fired at the Dwarfs, bumped one off. Most of them missed. Yeah, shiny new toy and all. The organ gun moved, and I don't know why. Why did it move? Get in range of like getting. Oh, okay. Just in case.
24-inch range.
Just in case I sit all the way on the back of the table all day.
Well, it's a very expensive gun just for sitting in the corner.
Okay. That makes sense. I was thinking too much about what I was going to do and not what you thought I might be about to do.
Okay.
Then the crossbow shot and bumped off 2 dwarf. The cannon on the tank fired at one of my cannon, which I would have done too. Fortunately, he rolled a 1 to wound. And then Andrew hocked fireballs from a bound spell. Hang on, was that fireball?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, the other thing's got a range of 18.
18, okay.
Yep. And he decided to try and take the cannon because cannons are kind of a priority at this point. I did a wild dispel and stopped it because I forgot you can actually try and dispel bound items. I'm assuming you can.
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's just like a normal spell.
All right, lovely. So that was the end of that. Really, I lost 3 dwarfs. So we did a panic check for these guys, and they rolled snake eyes because they're so fucking enthusiastic to line up and die, and presumably think they know a thing or two about shooting. On that note, we'll do turn 1 for the dwarfs. We'll check in after that. End of dwarf turn 1, and rather than hide at the back, plinking away, I decided I shall advance. These guys are advancing on the flank, give everyone something to do. I shot these guys at the war wagon because it was there, and I wounded it once it made a save. I fired the cannon at this thing, landed the ball right on it. Wounded it, only did 1 wound though, that was annoying. It's unlikely I was going to take it out in 1 shot, but still. We fired this cannon. Just imagine there's a cannon there and not, a deep black crater. We fired that at the tank, and it exploded! Went all over the place because naturally my engineer's fucking over here looking after these gits. I reformed them because they're going to be useless where they were. I can reform them if he decides to come barreling through the woods or something. Then we fired the organ gun, bumped off 3 of these guys. Then we fired the flame cannon, and it bumped off quite a few.
Lots.
I think
I'm going to keep all the casualties on the table.
I've got at least 8, yeah.
Unless you have the satisfaction.
There's the casualties. See, Andrew's saying, oh, you've killed a lot, and I'm thinking, yeah, how many humans?
You rolled that many 5s to hit you.
No, the flame cannon did well.
The flame cannon
Landed splonk fat end right on it.
Right.
Of course, wounds on it too. It's got -1 to the armor. Just left a trail of horror. It doesn't cause panic anymore. But we did force them to do a panic test. Andrew rolled boxcars, but he'd made them veteran, so they had a reroll, and they're still there. Sean's giving him tactical advice.
If you fail, if you're above 50, you
entirely
only
unnecessary.
2d6, and you're in good order. Fall back in good order.
Yeah,
so you don't run
that's
off
true. Yeah, you don't scarper entire units unless you happen to have parked them with their.
The only time you do that is when you fail a terror test and you're a dwarf unit right on the back edge of the board.
Exactly. Being exactly on the back edge of the board is a bad idea in this game.
I've seen that happen.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it did happen.
No, I don't think I had one go right off the table. Not until being pushed back a couple of times. Sean gives me crap about hugging the back line of the table, but actually they've been pushed back a few times that time. Anyway, so that was that. Over to Empire turn 2. Right, end of Empire turn 2. That thing charged into these guys who managed to blat 3 wounds off the fucking thing on the way in, which is alright. On the re-roll, I lost a lot of guys. Actually, look, one of the interesting things is, I was actually winning because of the amount of wounds I took off of the thing, right up to the point where it did the stomp, because it gets a strength 5 stomp of all things after the impact hits. Which for a chariot, D6 impact hits on the way in, he rolled up 5. Rolled a bit shit for the guy in the actual crew.
Yeah, none of the guys with special weapons hit.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
All the guys with muskets and shit hit.
Yeah, the guys are just like lashing out with like a pokey stick hit. Didn't do any wounds back fighting against it, but then it did the D3 stomp at the end, which just, I'm trying to figure out why it has it. I mean, I have one of these. I'll be looking forward to using it for those rules. But that bumped off the musician, and I went from winning to losing by 1.
It's amazing.
Did the standard bearer, a reroll, and fell back 2 inches, so we're still on the fight. May not be a perfect solution for next turn because they'll win the fight. What else? That thing came up, fired its steam gun, did nothing. Fired its canister from its main gun and managed to damage itself. The organ gun blasted at this unit, took a few guys off, and the crossbows shot at it, took a few guys off. So I lost the whole rank, passed the panic test. But the good news is, because I've got the ward save, even though it mostly didn't do anything, I think I probably saved 1 or...
Yeah.
Oh, they're whispering, conspiring over there.
No,
So-
we're just figuring out how engineers work.
So all that happened, and then this thing decided to land in amongst the gun line. Now I thought something like this might happen. It'd be interesting to see what I can do to it next turn. Do I sit there and shoot with 11 shots there plus the organ gun? That thing's toughness 5, but it has quite a bit of protection on it. Or do I do something else? Meanwhile, we had this fight over here, and it was hilarious because he came barreling on in. I was a bit surprised that he went there, to be honest. I thought he might try and do something more tactical, but he went barreling on in here, and only took 1 wound off the chopper. I then did nothing in return, and then I rolled fucking 10 for leadership of all the goddamn things. So that chopper's...
2 6s for your saves, though.
Well, yeah, I guess...
Needing 6s.
All I can say is at the end of the day, he lives, but he may be the first... what are they called? The orange-haired guys? Slayers? First Slayer chopper pilot?
Yeah, there's a side.
Fucking deserves to be. You can come in going, yeah, with no fucking helmet
He's
on.
a light recon chopper that just got charged by a Templar chapter master with a lance.
Oh, fucking take him!
Like, he had an outbreak of common sense. Like, I'm not designed
Dwarfs
for
don't
this.
have common sense. They
This
have
is not my job
they
description
have
at all.
poor temper. You're
He
thinking
told
like
me just to fly over here
you're
and have a look.
you're thinking like a humie. Anyway, that was the turn. And on that note, we'll get into Dwarf's turn 2. Alright, end of Dwarf turn 2, I think it was. We charged that thing and did absolutely nothing to each other. So I pushed it back 2 inches. This cannon fired at this cannon, and I rolled pretty well, but overshot it wildly. These chaps who I neglected to move, I have to move them. Not that's going to achieve a lot in this game. Over here, well, we charged this fella to see what would happen. I challenged out the boss. Pushed him back a little bit because we won combat, but he rolled well enough that he didn't fuck off properly, which is annoying. Then we fired these 2 things and got a misfire, of course, on the organ gun, so we had fewer shots. I got a reroll out of this bloke, but then I couldn't use his ballistic skill. And we bumped off a grand total of 5. It's worth, out of the 8 shots I took with the organ gun, every single goddamn one missed. This thing did okay. It bumped off, I think, about 4 in the end. Wasn't too bad. Hasn't blown up yet. That's a good start with my army. The problem, of course, is that over here, that thing polished off the last 2 dwarfs, barely, unlike the last dice roll. But now it's his turn, and that cannon's going to get stampeded, which will hurt rather a bit. The only good news is that he's going to be busy fighting over there for a little while. On that note, we'll go over to Empire, turn 3. End of Empire turn 3. Let's see. They had this fight. I won, pushed them back. I lost nobody. I took a wound off the tank. That was nice. I'm going to be here all day trying to sort that thing out. That bashed up the last 2 handgunners, unsurprisingly, but again only just, and then turned around. No, that was last turn. Then this time it charged into the cannon, smashed him, and just kept him going a little bit, petered out. That thing needed the engineer to help out, fight at these guys, killed nothing. Then the grenade launching blunderbuss. I was trying to figure out how a blunderbuss would shoot 24 inches and kill a bunch of guys until Andrew mentioned, oh yeah, it's got a grenade launcher. That killed a couple of guys. Now over here it gets more interesting because Andrew's inviting me to charge into this shit show. What he did was actually reform this unit to give himself some ranks back. Be interesting to see what we do with this situation. It's a bit of a Mexican standoff. Of course, I've got to do something because there's a big fucking chariot charging at my buttocks. So I'll, I don't know, work out something to do with these fellas. Here, we won the fight again, but we lost another 3 guys. And Andrew did rather well in his leadership test again, and then he went back 2 inches. I think this is getting a bit tiresome. We could be at it all day. So if I charge in, if I go into him and fight him again, I'm probably going to lose so many guys and have so little combat resolution to show for it that there's no point in fighting it. So I'm going to sit here and shoot him instead.
Yay.
So when he inevitably charges into somebody else, it'll be a pain in the butt. My gun line's going to be gone by the end of the game. On that note, I think less waffle about what woulda, shoulda, coulda. And did I mention last turn Andrew's mage managed to blow up himself and take a wound off? Yeah,
that was 2 turns ago.
It was 2 turns ago. Yeah,
he very nearly did it again. He rolled a 1 and a 2 this time.
Yeah, that's right. He fired. Well, the fireball I think didn't go off.
No.
But he had the demonology, because that's exactly what if you're in the Empire, is to have a guy standing next to you, blowing himself and others up and causing demons to pop up out of nowhere to...
Very suspicious.
Sure, they're attacking the dwarfs today, but this guy's a bit sus.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm starting to see why witch hunters are a thing. But it killed killed 3 dwarfs. Alright, on that note, into turn 3 for the dwarves. End of Dwarf, turn 3, another largely, peculiar turn. We marched them up again. Tiny little way. These guys fought this thing again, took 1 wound and did a wound to it. That was nice. Pushed it back, and it can't go back any further because its own guys are in the way. These guys, I moved up thinking that I'll make it so you can try and make some long-range charges, but I didn't want to make it too easy to get tag-teamed by both units at the same time. Unfortunately, I forgot that I needed to leave a field of vision for the cannon to see through, because it's deceptive sometimes. The edge of the forest is the edge of the board there, and I was looking at the trees, not the forest, so make whatever jokes you want about that one.
I can't see the forest through the trees.
You're going to go and fight at this, and in a fine case of shiny new toy syndrome, we got it. It's funny, I rolled terribly. I rolled misses all over the fucking place, and then the few that got through were enough to bump it off. So Andrew is doing terribly with his armor saves.
I haven't made any, so. It's done well, though. It's taken out a full unit of handgunners and a cannon.
Yeah, well, they're the appropriate targets for something of this magnitude to go after too, so well played. Of course, the whole army is shiny new toys, so, something had to go.
Yeah.
Over here, I moved up this chap to block this fella from charging into the gun line. He'll probably go into the back of the handgunners instead. And we shot at this prick. And took a wound off of it. But he that was about it. Then because I didn't have anything better to shoot at with the flame gun, I fired at it. Misfired. But I'd kept the engineer in reserve because I misfire so often, so I got a reroll. So okay, the cannon's still there, but I rolled high enough that the template just went right over it. It didn't touch him at all. That was annoying because flame cannon would have been nice on a birdie. We had Kentucky Fried Giant Eagle the other day.
This thing everywhere, yeah.
I reckon this thing would taste alright. So yeah, it's a bit of a clusterfuck over here, although you are concentrating an awful lot of shit on trying to kill these guys. Yes. So if I were you, I'd be very disappointed if I didn't get a few of them. And that's it. We're going to get blasted over there for at least 1 more turn before I do anything useful. And on that note, I think we'll go over to Empire turn 4. End of turn 4 for the Empire, I think that was. Alright, well, the first thing he did was fire this motherfucking thing and get 26. 26 shots. Of course, there's a close range, he's using that prick's ballistic skill. So he bumped up, 6 plus you got another one from these guys. Could have been worse, but it could have been quite a lot better. 26, 2 10s and a 6. Andrew keeps going, oh, I'm going to blow it up now, I'm going to blow it now. And look what he fucking does.
I'm trying to.
Did it blow it up?
I'm trying to.
No, it didn't.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. Only move that guy away just in case I roll a lot on a charge against that thing. Make sure he's not mixed up in the combat. Now, over here we fought, we pushed it back. I think there's casualties on either side with that one.
No, we did absolutely nothing to each other.
That's right, and you can't even go back any further because he actually moved these guys back 1 inch in order to make sure the tank got in the way. This prick decided to come running over here to cast his spells at point blank range.
In the hopes.
In the hope that he would misfire and kill more shit than he's actually worth. As it was, he actually managed to get a spell off, but then I dispelled it. And which is hilarious. And then he didn't get the other spell off. He rolled 3. Just, it nearly worked, that cunning plan. Over here, Birdie Num Num here crashed into the flame cannon as you expected he would, killed it outright and moved on to the organ gun. This is the fucking problem with this stuff. I've got this fight going over here with the infantry. I really should have shot at this fucking birdie when you gave me the chance with the organ gun.
Well, you took out my new toy.
No, that was later on. When I charged this thing, I was curious. See, curious as what would happen if a unit of handgunners charged this thing and challenged him out.
Yeah.
And I won, but you just kept rolling pretty well because your leadership is so good, you're never going to run away.
Yeah.
And as a strategy, it really only works for about 2 rounds of combat, and then it's self-defeating unless you can follow it up with something else. So that was, entertaining. This, so Lancelot here barged in and killed off 2 guys, and I didn't do anything in return. We rolled okay in leadership, so we just fell back 2 inches. So, in my own turn, we're going to lose that organ gun. Anything else to add for this turn?
That was it.
Alrighty, well,
Nasty.
yeah, exactly. We'll check in at the end of Dwarf turn. End of Dwarf turn 4. And the predictable bit was that killed the cannon and it's reformed to look at these guys. These guys didn't move at all because, well, there's nothing to do really. These guys tried to do a long range charge at that thing, needed a 6, didn't get it, but we did move forward 5 inches, so we'll be able to get him next turn with what's left of the unit. Best case scenario, he might just run away, in which case he doesn't shoot for a turn. Let's see, over here, it didn't kill anything.
But only because of the lance. He couldn't use the lance.
Yeah, no.
That's right. Did I take a wound off that guy?
Yes.
I better put a marker down for that. So he won the combat, pushed him back 2 inches because he can make morale tests. Over here, we took 3 wounds off the fucking stank. After a lot of turns of doing fuck all to it except pushing it back. It's sort of like, there's this thing burning ruts into the ground with the engine going full steam while a bunch of dwarfs push it backwards.
Yeah, they're just taking bits off it at this stage.
The hand weapons aren't doing shit. You must have thrown a fucking gear or something.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Where next turn, these guys are going to get finger cuffed. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Anyway, we'll fight that out in due course. In the meantime, over to Empire turn 5. End of Empire turn 5, and didn't I get diced? Well, the bad news first. That thing shot and it actually misfired, but he used the engineer, and it then came up to 10. So 20 shots, all at close range. He didn't use engineer's ballistic skill because he rolled, but still. And it blasted a flying fuck ton of them. It could have dealt with, that was alright, but then of course I rolled an 11 for leadership. And because standard bearers don't give you rerolls for panic, they fucked off and they went back for miles. So there's 0 chance that I'm going to get these guys. They're actually facing the wrong direction. I'll probably just end up running them away because there's absolutely nothing else I could do of any value with this unit right now. So after all that clumping across town just to kill a war machine, I've given up, 25% points of the unit for no good reason. So that was pathetic. In this fight here, we pushed it back again. Didn't take any wounds off that time, I don't think.
No, he took 1 wound.
Oh, I took 1 wound
and
off.
I took 2 off.
Yeah, okay. So it's got 3 wounds left. I may yet destroy it by the end of the game with enough of 6s.
Yep.
Okay, here they charged in A few casualties ensued, but I rolled rather crap at you. We lost. We had to use the standard reroll. I don't know why this army always rolls crap on leadership. And we got pushed back a little bit. That's not a huge deal. What is a big deal is that we're stuck in a fucking fight, and I've got the rune on this unit that basically means you don't get your bonuses when you charge, if you charge the front. Which doesn't mean shit when it's great swords. I thought I had the one which disorders the enemy, but that's actually on this unit, on the standard bearer. I got them a bit mixed up. So I've been planning to take the charge all this time, thinking I'd have that situation. But yeah, it's still better to make them charge me. There's nothing I could do about that bastard. Once he came through, he was always going to get a charge in. Over here, the only good news is that it did nothing to my unit. We beat it on combat res, and he fell back d6. If you can do that again at some point, even just going back 2 inches, I can hip and shoulder him off the table and he can go join the chopper in talking about how brave and whatnot they are. Tactical realities and so forth, General. Yes, overall, extremely frustrating turn. The dice just went and bent me over a barrel and engaged in cruel and unusual behaviours. On that note, turn 5 for the Dwarf. Yeah. Not sure that's going to help me at this juncture.
I think it's not a good idea. You might have some joy with the Pegasus Knight.
There's not much I can do. The army's pretty much running itself at this juncture. Anyway.
There's no choice to be made, is there?
We'll check in. We'll check in at the end of turn 5. End of Dwarf turn 5. These guys, they passed their morale, but we decided to keep marching away because there's zero chance. I mean, look, I've got a 1 in 3 chance of actually being able to jump on it with any survivors, but he's got a shot, and there's not enough guys there to soak up the shot. So we're going to keep it long range and hope he blows himself up. Be the most useful thing these arseholes could do.
Okay.
Over here, we pushed the stank back again, lost, I don't know, a guy, if anything. Took a wound off of it again. Over here, we did kill a few of them. We actually killed one more of them than they killed of us. But this thing is starting to accrue a lot of damage on my unit. The other thing, was that they outnumber me. They actually won by outnumbering. We got pushed back 2 inches. Over here, the fucking bastard remembered how to hit dwarves. And he knocked off a couple of them, pushed them back, and of course now he's going to lance the fuckers because he gets to charge this turn. So my efforts of trying to bump him off the back of the table there have unfortunately been skewered, much like over there. Most annoying. We'll now go over to Empire turn 6. I can't believe we've got 6 fucking turns out of this game.
Unbelievable.
It's pretty full on. We'll check in after that. Hopefully there'll still be a game left. End of turn 6 Empire, and the dice have struck again. This guy, who I was so hopeful I'd actually be able to bump off at some point, came in and just killed a lot of them of what was left. So that was pathetic. Over here, the organ gun had another go, killed off a couple more. This is another case of it rolled 1 misfire and then re-rolled the dice and ended up with a total of 22 shots.
It gets better with each misfire.
This fucking thing, turn after turn after turn. Yeah. Meanwhile, my cannon blew itself up at the start of the game on turn 1.
They're going to have to study this machine so they can replicate it.
Yeah, that's what they did right. This guy tried to hock a fireball, but he rolled snake eyes for damage. About fucking time. Reformed over there for no apparent reason. Reformed over here for no apparent reason.
No, just in case it kills.
Just in case it kills the steam tank. We managed to get it down to 1 wound. And I reckon that's where it's going to stay, because I've got 1 round of combat, and this is the only thing that I've really got fighting. Over here, they rolled up a storm, and I failed every single motherfucking armor save.
Well, I'm touting great weapons, and you've got hand weapons. I think that's the difference.
Well, you got armor of 4, which is pretty good. I got armor of 3.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the combo, so you massively outgunned them, but it does help to actually make the odd armor save.
Yeah.
I killed 3. Yeah, it wasn't complete shit, but wasn't great either. Well, we're going to do Dwarf turn 6. It won't take very long. We'll check in after that. end of Dwarf turn 6, and you know what happened? We rolled all of our dice and didn't get a single fucking 6 to wound. Rolls to hit were average, but no below average, and then the 6 to wound. Thane, yeah, what can I say?
Getting tired. I think he's just getting fucking tired.
It's the story of this fucking game tonight. I feel like Lou must have felt in the last game of Black Powder. Yeah, what can I say? Many stupid things happened or failed to work. Gentlemen, what have we learned?
I think you need to look at your army just a bit. I don't know.
I took a very vanilla army.
You did. You took a very nice plain army.
Yeah, I took a nice standard army that Andrew could throw his stuff against and see how it goes.
Blew up your cannon on the first turn just to be even nicer.
Yep. So that spared the tank an extra few rounds of getting shot at. Meant that I couldn't shoot at that fucking thing. Yeah, so on and so forth.
You need to protect. I find you're getting your artillery when the sorts of night. It's not being protected well enough, and that war wagon getting in.
Look,
that's probably
you
a bit. Yeah.
You can protect artillery by castling up, and it is the most single boring, unsportsmanship, shit for brains thing you can do.
Just put it between you so they can't get in.
Yeah, but as soon as you advance, they get around the back. It doesn't work. Trust me on that. I had 2 flying things.
Yes, that is difficult.
I could have shot at this thing and tried to bump it off instead of shooting at the cannon.
Yeah, I kind of felt your firepower was a bit too diluted. You kept switching and changing targets all the time instead of just concentrating on one thing and just killing it.
Well, I shot at that thing, and in the turns I had before, I no longer had a cannon, and rolled shit. I mean, it didn't blow up, but the other one blew up. The other guys, I shot at them until I no longer had line of sight, and then I shot at something else.
You had these guys way over on the flank again, I think.
Yeah, that was silly. I did that thinking because I deployed them fairly early on, thinking there would be a fight, and thinking that I'd advance up here and I could advance them around. But that's 8th edition thinking. It doesn't work in this edition.
Yeah, no, I think I was too far away to.
Yeah, I mean, I could have taken out a cannon, except of course my guys ran away in a leadership roll of 10.
Well, even if you did take it, it's 120 points.
Yeah.
Which is that unit worth? It's worth double that.
Oh, quite a bit more actually.
Yeah. So you're going to get a unit. I think it's.
No, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. I did it because I had so much clutter on the table. I had no smarter.
We were very restricted with our deployment.
Yeah, I mean, I made the table to look pretty.
It does that.
So there wasn't a lot of manoeuvring really going on in the centre.
No, it wasn't. It was pretty straight down the barrel.
Yeah.
Now, look, if I'd sat back on the back line and just shot at you, keeping my cannons protected, would have been
still advance, but
would have been a smarter game. Or if my cannon had not blown up, that might have worked a bit better as well.
I think that would have made a huge difference. But that means you have to have another engineer close by. Maybe.
Probably the only really significant. I mean, aside from putting them over there, which I don't know, 8th edition thinking, I still could have gone and done a couple of things. Luck and that maneuver aside, the stupid thing is not shooting at your fucking general with an organ gun at point blank range when I had the chance.
Yeah, I thought he was a goner.
I didn't do it because I thought, it's the first time you put this arm on the table. Let's be sportsmanlike.
No, shoot him. That's why I put him there.
Yeah, man, that was stupid. I should have just fucking shot the cunt.
Because he just cleaned up the entire gun line, then turned around and cleaned up another unit.
We wanted to play around with seeing what would happen if we charged the
handgunners.
The handgunners in, right? Yeah. Just as an experiment.
Yeah.
And we found out, and it cost me a large number of points and a certain amount of firepower.
Yeah.
Should have shot the cunt.
Should have just shot him. Having said that, he is toughness 5. He's got 3 up arm save.
He's got 3
5 plus ward save.
Yeah.
So tons of wounds.
Yeah, I mean, I would have smacked a bunch more wounds off of him. The odds of killing him outright were not great.
And I think he still would have got. Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, you dedicated this guy, and this guy all to killing the gun line, which is an awful lot of mobility and a shit ton of points, all going for a gun line.
The idea was to do it quickly and then turn around and then
come back, which you did.
Yeah.
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 So you have to move very aggressively.
And you do have more stuff in the rare category than you're supposed to have. We found out after the fact.
15 points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you cheat.
Didn't seem to help me today. Well, that did.
That did.
And, you know, Steam Tank, War Wagon I don't mind, actually. I think that thing's fine.
The war wagon, the organ gun is hit or miss.
It's a bit cheap for the damage it does, because those stomp attacks are fucking horrendous.
Well, yeah, I didn't actually realise.
As usual, you've got a very refined army. It's very dangerous. It's got all the dangerous things doing all the dangerous things. I try really hard not to blame the dice, because when you're playing the game, it always feels like your dice are shit and the other guys are somehow magical.
Yeah.
Let's not blame the dice. Let's just blame you.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm...
You did kill a lot of spearmen.
You did.
Not really. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Nah.
No, he killed. Look how many. He
Oh,
killed.
it's pathetic. No, come on.
I think Goblin Horde, that's nothing.
It's nothing.
Come on.
It's
It's 16 out of 40.
Empire troops are piss weak enough to have the Horde rule. That's nothing. No, I'm annoyed I didn't get the tank, so I should have got the tank, but shit happens.
Well, I mean, even if you did, it's
That was
still.
funny.
It's not that many points.
How much you just...
It's more moral satisfaction.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah.
No, look, I lost the game based on choices that I made. The magnitude by which I lost it was the dice, but I lost the game because you played very well, and I didn't do the things I could have done when I should have that would have been more effective.
I think that unit being in the game would have made a huge
Yeah,
difference.
putting them over here
Yeah.
would have changed things up markedly, and choosing to shoot this prick while having an extra unit in the vicinity.
Yeah.
So you might say that I hampered myself at deployment.
Well, you could have put that unit behind your handgunners because you knew your handgunners were going to get.
Or no, you don't put him behind.
Well,
You
no,
put him
I
on the
would-
flank so that if he comes up, you can then push yourself forward.
Oh,
and he has to
wasn't
charge.
enough room to
No, it's not
And
enough
he
room.
has to...
What I should have done was put him behind this unit,
Well,
so that I could either turn to protect the flank,
Yeah.
or, if that wasn't necessary, I could march up and fan out.
well,
Yes.
he could have put the cannon over there instead of...
And that would have given me some protection against this prick as well.
I think we were very bottlenecked where
Yeah,
we were.
even so, I know better than to fucking put him over there. I don't know what I was thinking. I had this idea of what I could do in deployment, and then it turned out to be stupid when it came down to deploying, and I just stuck with the original
But
idea.
yeah, like I said, you had a pretty... You didn't have a
But,
lord.
you know-
I
you didn't have a
use this
lord
unit
in
at
there.
all, and it's a quarter of my points.
What?
Yeah, because it's got the BSB in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't get a single charge off because I just couldn't. I can't get in there. There's not enough room.
Well, I got a BSB in here, and he fought against entirely the wrong unit. That matchup was ridiculously poor. Even I should have killed it, but even so, he didn't get to fight at all. The other guy unit that I had here
That's...
fought until the bitter end, which is
Yeah.
they did all right. But you know, you did all your stuff right. You know, you declined to attack where it wasn't useful. On that note, gentlemen, what have we learned?
Oh, that was a long game.
It was a long game. It went for fucking ages.
I can't remember the last time a game went 6 turns. I think, great swords are still freaking awesome.
Yep.
Definitely be getting another unit of them if I can. Yeah, the flying characters are always useful.
Oh, they're a fucking nightmare.
Very
They ruin your
useful.
day. I mean, one of them I can live with, but two of them is just fucking annoying.
Well, this is all I've got, so there won't be any more.
Now, we'll play 2,500 point games, and you'll bring them every time.
Okay, so...
What
that
else have we learned?
Steam tanks are a pain.
Well, it's a roadblock. I mean, it didn't kill anything,
No, not enough.
but then it just stopped that unit from
Right
doing
through.
anything.
Yeah, they're a bit susceptible. If someone gets a strength 8 or something with lots of big weapon, you're just going to die.
Well, multiple wound weapons will, do
like the
different
ogre
things.
blade comes.
Yeah,
in,
no,
you're
blade,
stuffed.
yeah.
The thing that gets me about this matchup is that even if I give them all my units great weapons, which I thought about, it still wouldn't have made a difference to that thing.
No, if you're strength 5, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tough and 7, yeah.
Yeah, you need strength 8 to max
Well, you
getting
need
through
the
stickers.
cannons to do the heavy lifting
Yeah.
for you.
And not blow up.
Not blow up.
Uh,
And just, concentrate your firepower on it, I think. So, what do you want to use next, Chris?
against these guys,
Yeah.
I attempt to use the dwarves again, but no, I won't.
No, different.
No.
It's gotta be different
I
every
was
time.
thinking we should work through the full gamut of what I have, so I'll take the wood elves next. I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking play wood elves.
I have to play it.
I actually have no idea how to use them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use the exact same army, but I'll bring the 2 units of rangers
Yep.
and drop that Sicilian armor that I completely forgot to use for the entire
Yep.
game.
Okay.
And,
Alright.
yeah.
Oh, and get your rare choice back under.
Well, now that I know,
Get your rare choice.
that's more expensive than it is on the fucking picture that I've got.
Yeah, because Andrew didn't have the actual what is it? The army book for the Empire, the new one,
No, I've got the a picture of the leak of the rules.
which turned out to be inaccurate.
Oh, massively! It's actually much more powerful than the leak. So
Oh, that's hilarious.
yeah, no, that was entirely my fault.
We were wondering what the fuck was going on. I was thinking something had been changed in a fax somewhere, but no, it's
Yeah, it really is
outdated intel. Fuck.
That was fun to watch.
I'm gonna-
Poor old Chris.
Oh my god. I did let you off the hook with a couple of bits of silliness. Like, you're supposed to declare whether or not you're pursuing before I roll the dice, but you declared after you'd seen this guy go off the table.
Oh yeah,
And that's a turn of lost combat for this guy that should have been lost. So there was a few things we fudged here and there just to be friendly to each. Well, now hang on a minute. I fudged a bunch of things to be friendly to you.
yeah.
On that note,
Yes. And I'm sure I did the same to you.
yeah, no.
I'm sure that I
He
did.
was thinking about it.
I was thinking about it.
Was he?
Internally, his internal beliefs, he's a lovely guy.
I am a lovely guy with a lovely army.
He's a lovely army. It's a fucking fantastic army. Yeah, I mean, shiny new toys, they deserve to win every once in a while. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go and
It's
go to bed. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep and go to work tomorrow. So on that note, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that sort of thing. You don't need to comment on all the horrible things I did wrong. I think we've covered them quite thoroughly.
We've got it done in depth now.
On that note, time to call it a night.